How much do you pay for health insurance? In Poland, there is free health insurance for everybody, as in most European states. However, you do have to wait a couple hours at the hospital if anything happens. And especially if you got a broken leg or arm, I don't want to be waiting. So I'm paying for private clinics, and that is an average of $1,250 to $1,300 per year. Now, this is one of the better plans up there. You can definitely get something for a couple $100 and you are good to go. But that's just because recently I started checking out a lot of different things. Might as well get it over with, make sure I'm nice and healthy. So $1,250, that is absolutely nothing in comparison to what you'd be paying in America, depending on what's going on with Medicare, Obamacare, if you remember a couple of years ago. So whatever you got going on, how much does health insurance cost for an American without a subsidy? For an individual per month, it's around $321, and for families, it's $833. The average annual deductible is $43.58, while for family plans, it's $79.83, and then it goes through the different plans and the ages. The younger you are, the less you'll be paying, because the older you are, the closer you are to the grave, grandpa. So we're talking about, well, health insurance associated with blockchain. It's been a while since we discussed something like this. My name is Michael Cabrera. Stay tuned today. Looking for an Obamacare alternative? No. So that was a weird laugh, but let's get into it. The markets, what is going on? I don't want to be looking at that, although I probably should. It has dropped from 6,500 to 6,177. I know some of you guys are going to be like, what is going on, Mike, with this video? But I got a recommendation on my desk from somebody who's a trusted individual. He's worked with various projects before, and whoever's going to be watching this video, you're probably looking into it for a long-term perspective. Anyways, always do your research. Do be skeptical of what is being said to you on YouTube, on blogs, so always make sure to double check your information and have multiple sources coming into you. Once you've done your research, though, it is a very nice way. Once you've got some trusted sources, it's good to have information flowing in. This is something worth checking out. Let's get into it. Today we're not discussing Dentacoin, although it is a competitor. I mean, I guess. So that one's more related with dentists, while this one is a direct competitor to Imidis. It is the future of healthcare supported by AI, although it is rather reliant upon that AI aspect. It is at a 4.4. Here we're going to leave that up. Another one is Ethiel and Dentacoin, Imidis. Those are from the Netherlands. Ethiel is from Estonia here. They're all very difficult to pronounce names. Fantastic. Another 4.4. But today we're discussing, well, it is a 3.8. A 3.8. All right, well, let's check out why it has a 3.8. We have Sumit 333, another 333 from James here, a 332 from Charles Nader. Now, my favorite is that these people aren't really giving reasons as to why they have rated this, but to be fair, this is why I've left these projects up. Let's check out the ratings. This one's doing a little bit better because people are at least discussing why. Okay, let's check out the other one. So right now we're at a point where, oh wow, look at that. This is a huge paragraph, another big paragraph. Not too many ratings for this one though, so that's probably why it's a 4.44 expert ratings. This one has 58 expert ratings. Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot. And this is a huge response here. Fantastic to Mr. Dr. Mihaly Kertész. This is something that the team should be looking at for well. However, I mean, there's only two. I don't like financial in this ICO. Team is good. Okay, so we have something like that, but it's not even a full sentence. Tyler said something here, great, not bad idea, 3 words. So it seems that most of these reviewers are either against the project or for it, but they're not really giving much reason. But that is just ICO Bench. Now, ICO Bench does kind of fit into the equation a little bit because it is one of the highest rating websites there in terms of traffic for ICOs. But we do have Track ICO with a 4.8. And if we do go to their website, what we're going to discover is that there's a 4.7 out of CoinStaker and 8.5 out of Found ICO, 4.4 out of Wiser ICO, and 84 out of CryptoNext. But to be quite honest, most people don't really care about these four over there. The last four, they just care about Track ICO and ICO Bench, and there's a couple others. But one thing that I did discover, if we're going to be starting off with the negatives of well, is the grammar, I guess. I want to be early supporter of innovative blockchain projects. That's not bad. I want to be an early supporter of innovative blockchain projects. It's just missing that and I want to be a early supporter. Whatever works, you know, it's just gonna fit a little bit nicer. And then there's a couple other areas such as I want to be part of Top ICO. It just feels like it has been made straight from the heart of Russia, which would be explained because the CEO is Ildar Fazulyanov. He says he's from the greater Los Angeles area, maybe he does live there, but he did start off with college in Bauman, Moscow State Technical University, so Russia. He did move later, though, to the Tux School of Business at Dartmouth. Great. He started as a summer associate at Lehman Brothers. Do you guys remember that? That company's not around anymore. AIG, Lehman Brothers fell down in 2008. But he went from there to start a greener ventures company. So I guess, let's see, financial reporting purposes, tax compliance, fair market valuations. All right, so stuff with stocks and taxes. So he's getting a nice start in financial services. He worked with, he worked as a CFO of S5 Wireless. S5 Wireless, I'm guessing that's not Samsung Galaxy, it's S5 Wireless. This one is based in Utah. It was founded in 2003. Let's just check on LinkedIn here. Yeah, somewhere around that time frame. Oh my goodness, I hate Bloomberg. As of February 25th, 2010, S5 Wireless was acquired by Recon Dynamics. That might have been a positive, that might have been a negative. It was working with tracking and monitoring, so not really cell phones. That's interesting experience to put on there. And then after he was a founder of Greener Ventures, where he worked there up until 2015, he founded Well. Now, a positive with all of that, Mr. Ildar has been working on this project since 2015. If you scroll down to the bottom of this, you can see the timeline. This is currently where we are in the middle. So let's start from the very beginning. Ildar re-breaks his leg. That's in reference to the video, which in my opinion, I get it. It's supposed to be a little bit of a funny video. I'm going to put that as a negative. It's a super tiny, small negative, but the video all the way at the top, it's a little silly. It's, okay, whatever. Anyways, so they had their application out. They got investment from 2016 to 2017. It is written at the bottom of their white paper. Here we go. From these guys, where it was around a $3 million investment split between Zuma, Skagit, IQ Ventures, and Mr. Jeff from Peak Ventures. So they do have some heavy players. They also have a long list of advisors here, anything from financial advisors to the legal advisors to marketers, PR, blockchain engineers, all that usual stuff. And here is the team in general. So we got Ildar, his co-founder, a chief medical information officer. That is the first time I have seen that title yet in an ICO. So that's quite interesting. Then we have a doctor to help out, of course, with his experience. And the team in general alongside its advisors and the people who have recommended this project alongside to me and others who were interested in this project and reviewing it. These may not be super heavy names that are recognizable from Facebook or Google, but they're good. They got long histories on LinkedIn. They could be longer, they could be better, but for what it is, it's nice. Ildar's experience isn't too much explained with what's going on with healthcare. I understand fintech and venture capital. Maybe he doesn't really fully explain it with LinkedIn. I'm sure there's some other explanations for it. Just as I've worked with many companies over the years, I may not have a lot of experience with, let's say, makeup, but I've worked with it. That doesn't mean most people know about it because I don't really talk about it on YouTube or by LinkedIn. But I still wouldn't form a company because I only worked like a month in it. But still, always got to be looking out for the team and what is going on. For those of you who are wondering what's going to be happening with the coins and how it's split, it is a 40-40-20 split. 20% goes to the team, 40% are in the reserves, which that is actually a large amount in the reserves. I don't know, that's just from my observation, of which 5% will go to the special bounty and advisors programs. That is a normal percentage. 40% will be issued, and 20% for the team. That's also quite a bit, but then again, the team is large. Although still 20%, that's a lot. Then it goes into the distribution here where there's over 1.5 billion tokens. Anything over a billion, that's always quite a bit up there. It's nothing too crazy, but it's something to keep your eye out for. 600 million will be distributed. 600 million are in the reserves. 300 are for the team. And then it also talks about vesting here. 225 million tokens are frozen for 1 year. Now with ICOs, vesting periods of 12 months, that's pretty standard, at least for the ones that want to be professional. So I like seeing that. Here it's saying out of the 600 million, 4 million will go to bounty and 1 million will go back to the main reserve pool if they're unused. The tokens will be released in these stages, 25% within the first 12 months, 25%, 24, 25, and 36, and the rest in 48 months. The use of the funds will be for salaries, cost of building the platform, sales and marketing, of course, recruiting, partnership building, business development, app development costs, blah, blah, blah. What we are interested, that is kind of good to see. I don't know what HIPAA is, but whatever. Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act governs how U.S. healthcare providers handle blockchain combined with dynamic de-identification protocol empowered by a distributed P2P network is the same. Currently well deploys HIPAA compliant Amazon Web Services for hosting and partners. Okay, that's nothing too crazy, but it's nice to see. Here it was, the applications, use cases, and medical device integration. So if you go to the white paper, which of course is recommended to everybody, this is on page 15. The use cases are healthcare institutions will get access to de-identified patient data. It's right there. It's organized, really easy for research, clinical trials. There will be an aggregation of anonymized heart rate, blood marker levels, etc. So it's just a lot of data right there. It's great for users to find out, kind of compare between another. Integration of digital wallets. That's standard for a blockchain project, enabling of pre-authorization and instant payment to providers. I'm not really sure what I mean, I kind of see what they're going for. But basically, though, another pretty obvious part of blockchain is just its fast payment right there. It's released. Digital identity management, verification for insurance providers. That's another interesting aspect. The insurance alongside healthcare getting involved. Real-time monitoring of health metrics. That's actually a really cool thing that is featured in this second video. Speaking of marketing, it is lacking a little bit in certain areas on YouTube. It only has 400 subscribers. There's only a couple hundred views, or a couple thousand views rather, per some videos. The Telegram is doing pretty okay. It's nothing too crazy, but 9,000 followers is good. The marketing will be ramping up, and they do want to get onto exchanges ASAP to make sure that they are within certain guidelines this summer. It discusses the data sharing here. Now, what's interesting is you can actually launch the demo, which we are going to go through that. For anybody who's interested, I highly advise you, for any ICO or any project that has a demo, test it out. So here's the site, the username and password. All right, so we're going to copy paste that in, password, sign in. Let's incorrect email and password. What the heck is going on here? A customer from Germany. I feel like that is fake. Seems like the same thing. Do I have caps lock? No. Password. And the demo doesn't work. That's a negative for me, not a provider. Okay, I guess I'm doing provider. So let's... Oh, I see what's going on. Well, that was kind of silly, I guess. But it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work on either. Patient at demo. This is tele.joinwall. This is provider, and I already tried that. I guess the demo doesn't work on either or, but if you watch the video, it looks pretty cool. But that's a negative for me. I mean, maybe it's just not working. Hey, I get it. But do let me know, guys, if you're able to get the demo to work. Currently, it says they're around $14.6 million in, which I know out of that, millions of dollars have already gone into marketing, bounties, splitting up the team, and all that stuff. But that's still a fair amount of cash. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Micro Kubera. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, tell me why. And this was a sponsored video, but as with anything, I do recommend and advise you early on to do your research. Always have multiple sources, and before I invest into something, I always double check it. So stay safe, be careful. I know this sounds a little repetitive with certain projects, and YouTubers kind of have to say that, but it's not to be a negative. Hopefully you can understand that. I see you guys on to the next video. Thank you. I wanted to say cheers. Whoops.